we go.
Welcome to You're Not Your Average Idiots. You're here with your host, me, Jake, the main idiot, my other host, CJ, the dumb fucker, and I guess your mom's boyfriend, Dean. I mean, he's in the dads now, so we all fucking know.
No, I'm the daddy, alright?
I'm fucking daddy.
Look at this, look at this.
That's kind of
Yeah, I mean, he came ready, dude.
Listen, he looked like he came from the Black Parade.
I'm gonna fucking grow out a mustache like Tom Selleck.
Once.
Yes.
So, how was everyone's week so far?
Well, first off, I'm CJ. I'm the resident father in here. And my week was pretty chilling.
That's pretty nice.
Pretty good.
I mean,
As you can tell,
You didn't
I'm
have
bumming
any
it today.
you are bumming it.
didn't have any incidents this week at some point, CJ, where you required the help of one of your friends?
Oh.
Wait, I'm missing out.
What happened, CJ? What
Alright,
happened?
so we were driving to our friend Alana's house, and in the middle of driving, all I hear is beep, 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 beep. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? And I look at my dash, it's like, you check your air pressure. I was like, oh, fuck. And then, as I'm driving here, I was like, shit. So I pull over, I call your mom's boyfriend,
Yeah.
and let him know that my tire popped.
I came prepared, dude. I came in with the
You
fucking...
came in, I mean, I had everything already, but you did come. And,
You know when I come, CJ, I come like hard, right?
oh, yeah.
He was there for emotional
I was there.
support.
No, we both fucking took care of it, dude. I came
Two
in
fucking
with-
idiots doing a tire. That's a first.
So yeah, Dean your mom's boyfriend saved the day.
It was good. It was fun. It was a good time. Yeah.
And then we got Taco Bell and tried to go to a card shop, but the card shop was closed. It
Yeah.
was kind of sad.
Taco Bell took fucking forever though. Let's
Dude,
be
that's
honest
the
about
worst
that.
fucking service.
What are you talking about? Taco Bell comes with the
It
great
took like
service.
40,
First of all, do
45
not
minutes.
disrespect Taco Bell like that. I used to work for Taco Bell.
Anything that blows his ass, CJ, you don't talk about.
Whatever blows through my ass, you don't talk shit of.
He's cool in or out, dude. Like it doesn't
And
matter.
apparently Jake has a topic based off of blowing asses. Dude, how's your week, buddy?
Okay.
My week was good, man. Honestly, I had a good time. I got to hang out with CJ a couple times this week. I hung out with another really close friend of mine, which was really, really fun. Today, actually, I mean, even today, yeah, I got to hang out with this da-da-da over here.
Yeah.
We went to one of our buddies' engagement parties, which is pretty fun.
And
That's
what
why
did
I had
Jake
some looking
wear?
good. Jake, we all had to dress up, okay? Hence the tie, hence the like decent like shirt. Jake was the only dumbass that, I'm not even kidding, showed up like this.
I mean, I did wear my dad's
And
shoes
he's the
today,
fucking
so
best man to the groom at this wedding.
I won.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I won. I still win. I mean, I was gonna walk in with this thing.
Listen, what was his face like when he saw Jake walk in?
He was like, oh, fuck. Fuck.
Dude,
But not surprised. Let's put it that way, you know?
I mean, look,
You
dude.
know what he did? He knows what he's done when he
Yeah.
asked Jake. Like, he fully...
He already knew what he was expecting when he saw me come in.
That was so
But,
funny, dude.
you know,
45 minutes late and this. he didn't even fucking try.
I mean, I showered. At least
Oh, good for you, dude.
I mean, look, listen. I take care of myself, my body, and my looks. I mean, you take what you can get when you see me, bro. You
So,
gonna
Jake, how was your week?
Wait, one more.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Your boy finally fucking starting to get back into music. I released a music video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Maybe check it out or whatever. I don't really care.
Link in the description
I'm
below.
link in the description below, but I mean,
Yeah.
you won't play Far Away by Nickelback, like I said.
I know.
That's-
Jake keeps hounding me. to
No,
play
alright, listen.
Nickelback.
We need photograph.
No,
Look
we
at
need
this
Creed. Let's be
photograph.
honest.
Dude, can you please do one Nickelback song? I'll leave you
I'll
the
do a
fuck alone.
30-second clip just for you. Alright,
Okay.
Sweet Cheeks.
Thank
Done.
you. All right.
How was your week, buddy?
My week was filled with bullshit car stuff and I don't know, trying to connect with people, like get to know people, you know.
So does that mean you went on a date?
I don't want to call it a day.
Oh,
I was
fuck.
hanging out, meeting people. I was meeting people, all right, and I met somebody, and I met some fucking cool people. I met a gentleman as well. No, he's in the runnings. He's trying to make for the top 20 in fucking friend group. He's getting there.
Top 20? Holy shit, how many friends do you have, dude?
Too many, too
Jake
fucking
gets
many.
around. He's a dirty little
I'm
bitch.
You little fucking slut, aren't you?
Well, you know.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like when I was talking about the dating apps. You know that have you ever clicked on the friendship one.
Yeah.
And like, it feels odd to scroll through guys and be like, I'm gonna be his friend. He's kind of
Wow.
this dude's hot.
Mine's into hiking. I might as well fucking like that.
Who likes kayaking? I'm gonna go kayaking with Kyle.
It's just no. I just thought it was funny because the fact that they offer that as an opportunity to
Can we
meet
be
people.
honest though that's not like friendship? That's for like somebody who's a little curious.
Whoa! Now you're assuming. Don't assume.
Next week, Jake's gonna have Grindr.
Listen.
That was a nice introduction. That was a pretty good one.
Thank you. All right. Cool.
And today's topics.
What are you
I
gonna?
believe Jake has a few rapid fire topics he wants to talk about. So we're
World
gonna
history, a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. I'm going to talk about a couple of shoot stuff.
And
I'm
then
having fun with it today.
And then I'm gonna go over kind of the gaming community and moments that I've had, and I want you guys to kind of share some of your gaming experiences.
I literally experienced something last night. If you just saw me.
Well, we know you experienced something last night. And then Dee's gonna go over his band recommendation of the month.
This is the month. We're starting something new. A little recommendation for the month. I'm gonna give these guys an artist that I personally enjoy and I think are pretty entertaining and musically talented. And we give them a couple songs and a rundown of like a new album. So I won't ruin the surprise, but.
So Jake, do you want to pull up your article?
Oh, you want me to do my articles
first?
All right, cool.
Okay. Is this part of the podcast?
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
We let him in the house.
All right. Does anyone know about Canada, right?
Yeah.
You mean
Okay.
America Light? That little bitch-ass country above us?
Yeah. So it's always like cold. It's like fucking always cold up there. So like, my opinion, like anyone who lives up north, what do you normally do for like sit around and drink half the time? Well.
I mean, you don't have rights up there anyways. So.
Yeah, you guys really don't have fucking rights. I'm
The
sorry.
girls are actually pretty hot. I'm not gonna lie. The Canadian girls are pretty hot, and the dudes are kind of cute too.
All right, so this is, what's his name? He calls himself the Tooth. You can't handle the Tooth. This dude's the man. Like, I believe in this man, and if America did the same thing, I would want someone like him speaking for people like us. So he made a recommendation saying the Canadian recommendation for health said most Canadians can have 2 or 4 beers for a week. I mean, I can't remember. I haven't watched the video again. But he said government for a week. He said you should only consume about 2 beers.
2 beers a week is the consumption. Like for health or like
Justin
law?
Trudeau said that.
Health or law?
Trudeau.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau, whatever the fuck that.
So Hitler Light.
Hitler Light, basically.
Canada Light. Hitler
That
Light.
dude, that's a man. That dude has played every class in Dungeons and Dragons, even the black ones. So yeah. So yes, but we won't.
Yeah,
That's
Trudeau played blackface.
yeah,
Probably.
and nobody fucking got on his case, but somehow he's still president. But has now recommended for their Health and Board Administration or whatever their fucking deal is, their Nazi regime fucking president Justin Trudeau said, you guys should only consume about 2 beers a week, or maybe 2 shots a week.
Yay.
That's and. Who in their right mind would tell me to drink 2 beers after a week? Listen, I had a hard day at work, and I see beer in the fridge, I'm crushing it, right? Like, I don't know where somebody would say...
So in the next 2 weeks, Jake's going to say, hi, my name's Jake, I'm an alcoholic.
Pretty much. Well, we're not there at that point in my life, so... You mind if you open that up for me? Okay, so this man was outside the liquor store, and he's going to give us his word about how he feels about the Canadian recommendation on alcohol consumption.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Toothless?
No, well, they can't. They says you can't handle the tooth, so we're going to call him Toothless.
Okay, cool.
What did you buy today?
I bought 6 Busch Light, 6 Bud Light, and I love them, tall boys.
Tall boys?
That's my kind of guy.
Well, what day? Regular day, I don't know, maybe a couple beers, depends. Weekends, maybe, 5 beer. 2 drinks a week.
What do you think of that?
Well, that's just not feasible, not in this country.
I
Come on, man, 2 drinks
totally
a week,
agree.
what's that gonna do for you? I mean, that doesn't even get you through a day. A reasonable amount, if you're at home, you should be able to have like 4 beer.
Yeah, 4 beer.
It's just,
beer.
that's just 2 more. I mean, I'll have 6.
Hell yeah.
That's a fair number. But there shouldn't even be guidelines anyway. Why are you going to tell me how much I can drink at home?
Well, I guess the idea is, would you be concerned that you're at a higher health risk if you're drinking too much?
No.
This guy's got the right idea.
Why are they telling me what I can drink at home? What, can I have 2 liters of pop? Can I have 2 liters of pop? Well, what's more healthy? 4 beers or 2 liters of Coca-Cola? Do the math.
So I'm guessing that this information about the new guidelines isn't going to change your life.
It's heartbreaking and I can't even believe it.
It's heartbreaking.
Oh, wait a minute. You can't handle the truth.
Holy shit!
Yo, did he just pull?
Yeah, he just pulled his tooth out. My man. Listen, he's got the right idea. Because I agree with that guy. Like, 2 beers a week? Who the fuck can say, yeah, I only consume 2 beers a week? And what? On a weekday? How many days do you have when you're beat and you wouldn't have a beer or like a mixed drink?
When I'm like tired from work, like if I have some stuff, like
If you have beer in the
I
fridge?
have a drink or two usually, but not often. Like I don't over drink.
Yeah.
I save my drinking for the weekends.
I mean, I don't drink anymore, but again, it's everybody's right. Like, you can't tell somebody what they can.
No,
do,
yeah.
Well, they're not
Yeah.
forced.
Especially you're an adult. Like, you make your own decisions. Don't
Like,
worry
who
about
the hell says, yeah, like, even for me, and the fact that he says, in this country, that's not survivable. Like, I agree. I definitely need to drink with all the shit that's going on with the people that we work with, who, the shit we see on TV makes you want to drink.
it. Well, thank God we're in America. But
Yeah.
we don't.
We getting there, boy. So, we're going to talk about another thing that happened. Dean, you're Greek, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Where's this?
So, let me ask you this. What's your opinion on Andrew Tate?
Andrew Tate. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. He's a controversial person, and I'm not. What the fuck, CJ? Did you really put your balls on my mic? You fucking bitch.
There's a hair.
Is that fucking nut hair, dude?
Oh, that's fucking gross.
You sick fucking bitch. All right, sorry, Andrew Tate. You fucking really did it.
Yeah, he wasn't
Andrew
lying.
Tate.
Like you said, Andrew Tate. So Andrew Tate was the type of guy.
Was it my microphone, you scumbag? Tell me the truth right now. Was it?
It was. It was.
I'm gonna say.
CJ.
There's no hair on my my
I'm
mic.
gonna Hillary Clinton and plead the fifth.
Yeah, let me see your emails, dude. Okay.
So
Anyway.
yeah, Andrew Tate.
All right, my opinion on Andrew Tate. I don't necessarily think he's a good guy. Do I think he's like a bad person? Do I think he's a little shady? Yeah. Do I agree with everything he says? No. But do I respect him in a sense where he like kind of made his fortune, whether he was scamming people? I mean, hey, like if you could do something, you can do something. You know, I think,
Anything's possible.
yeah,
The shit
I
that
can
gets
give him
away.
credit on that aspect of things. I don't know if the accusations are true about him. Do I condone anything like that? No. I think it's disgusting. But I honestly just generally don't have an opinion of him.
So, all right. So again, I think he's just playing up a character. That's how he.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a good
And-
message.
And you know he does say some fiery shit that
Yeah,
like gets
for-
people going.
For
But again,
reaction.
he does. If you actually like listen to some of his like points that he makes, besides the controversial shit,
Mm-hmm.
he does have valid points.
Yeah.
But again, it's the way he goes about it. It's almost like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Alex Jones has some fucking valid points, and he's been right a lot. He's been proven right a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's
it's
the
the
way
way,
he says it.
he goes about it.
Yeah.
But again, that's his strategy.
He's playing into a character.
But that's his strategy, and look how far he's got. He's on the news all the time, and
It-
not like mainstream news, but again on online news.
Do you believe it's a little bit of a setup, like how they say that he's convinced that they're arresting him now and putting him and throwing him in the spotlight because of the crazy allegations that
There's
are coming
some
on
there
Jeffrey
is.
Epstein?
Yeah.
If you look into it, there seems like there's some validity to it.
So what I've been reading up on it is that a lot of things have been going on. It's that the women that Romania's government has said that he was doing all this stuff, like they're on the witness, like they're saying that they had nothing to do with anything. They think he's innocent. They're trying to say he's guilty. So it's a whole lot of fuckery going on. Like, and I agree with most of the stuff he says because I am a top G. I am a top G. So what I'm getting at
is
is
that on your Tinder profile?
not yet. But what I'm getting at is the dude, like how a woman he was on a podcast he went on with, and she says, I need a man that can handle me. And I totally agree with him, where he said, the last thing I fucking need after a long day of work and going out and doing that, it's like a woman I need to handle a woman. I was like, you should be the one thing about a woman, and most women say we're the love and tender, we're the carers, we're the providers, we're the emotional support. Most women, I believe in that lifestyle. I believe that most women are like, men are supposed to be men and women are the caretakers. They care for women.
In like classical society.
Yeah, and like it is like you don't have to. I don't believe that we should go back to it, but like in a sense, it's like you should be the shoulder I lean on. Why should I be more baggage to be thrown on? Like that's a good point. Like I don't agree with everything he fucking says, but I agree that a lot of stuff he's trying to make men again because boys are just. They have no guidance. It's like a lot of these kids are just, fatherless or, they have no real role models. If someone on the internet wants to be a role model, if somebody thought Eminem was their role model of coming from somewhere, so what? And people thought Eminem was crazy.
Thank you for calling on me. Just going back to Dean, like, could it be a setup? If you think about it, like the elites, they have their specific agenda of how they want things to go. Pretty clear that Andrew Tate is the counterculture to what they're trying to push in the agenda. So again, how do powerful people handle those situations?
Get rid of
something out there to disguise what's truly going on.
Mm-hmm.
So seems a little fishy. Again, do your research. I'm not saying it's some inside job, but
It's
there are
definitely fishy.
some weird coincidences.
It's so fishy, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Romanian government's
Again,
pulling on trafficking
Before
laws.
you form your own opinion, make sure you do your research, especially with anything we ever talk about.
Yeah. Innocent, guilty and proven innocent is now the way of the motto nowadays. But
No, that is what they're trying to do, is guilty until proven
Yeah.
innocent. It should be innocent until proven guilty.
it's the
People are
motto.
not given the benefit
I
of the doubt
think-
because it's fucking canceled.
Yeah, no, I think it's fishy.
But Jake, do you want to continue on?
So,
with
like
your-
I said, your country had a little protest for Andrew Tate.
Alright, wait, pause. Not the country, people in the country.
So what? Oh, so
So people that reside in the country were
Yeah,
going to protest.
some
Okay, thank you
some
for clarifying.
people in the country.
no, your country.
This fucking guy.
Your country's full
Dude,
of
that's
fuck.
like saying everybody in China is a communist, but they're not. It's
Your-
just the government themselves.
Your country.
Do not group
Oh,
them
God,
all
here we go.
together.
I have to.
You misogynist, racist, top G son of a bitch.
You guys are a bunch of fucking.
Don't even fucking start this, Squid.
Alright,
It's young dudes that are supporting him here, alright?
A lot of them are they're saying out loud, "Free Top G, free Top G."
Alright,
So what I'm saying is, the fact that that people around the world are protesting in favor for this guy, it just shows that there's something really fishy going on, and it's a lot of young men are.
That doesn't mean it's fishy. It just means that he has a lot of support, and clearly he has a huge social impact on younger men. Just because the fact of they don't have anybody to look up to nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I said about
Have you
Eminem.
seen what young people have to look up to today?
Yeah.
Have you seen Harry Styles?
James
That is
Charles.
not fucking. Again, these are just manufactured, just bullshit.
It's bullshit with the algorithm.
It's
Like-
not. Again, they're not showing you how to be a man, and young people.
Well, what's
feel
your
abandoned.
definition of man, dude?
Someone who's strong,
Alright.
not too emotional, but can be emotional in the correct times. Again, somebody that you would look up to, and somebody that's not gonna take shit.
Yeah.
Even when you have the wrong opinion, you're not afraid to say it.
Yeah, it's being spoken.
People can rely on you.
I would say a man is reliable, emotional in a sense where you can handle and be tough in certain situations, but also be vulnerable enough to discuss what's going on and how he's feeling.
But not sit
But
there
also-
and cry all the
Not
time.
cry. Yeah.
Get the petty spats,
Right.
stupid
Yeah.
shit that doesn't
Like,
matter.
woe is me, woe is me.
And when things need to get fucking done, guess
Yeah.
what? They get fucking done.
Yeah.
That is a man.
So that's what I fully agree with. It's taking responsibility, and what to my thing of also being a man would be somebody who obviously has going through something, but it's opening up but not opening too much. You know what I mean? You don't need to be crying over tears. It's okay to be a man and tell how it is, and it's a lot of accountability. It's like people who take accountability for themselves. That's somebody who messes up like that. Honestly, think that would makes a man as
I
well.
think a man can take care of his family. He's strong in a sense, but vulnerable where he can communicate and talk to people, but also not, closed off to the point where he's like a dickhead. You know what I mean? Somebody who could just take care of his family. I think that's the definition.
Another good point is knowing when the right fucking moment, when to speak and when not to fucking speak.
So not how you handle things.
Yeah, I don't handle shit well. I'm sorry. Like I said,
you're not a real man.
it's like saying in a situation where you see about a bunch of fucking guys that are sketchy or like they just mean bad trouble, like bad news, shit. Like if they do something, they stepped in line in front of you or they stepped on your shoe, and are you gonna open your fucking mouth or are you gonna keep quiet?
I think it depends on the circumstances.
The circumstances, but knowing when and when to open your mouth.
Now you're going, not toxic like masculinity.
Yeah, but that's the same.
But that term is being used and abused to fucking paint people that aren't toxic.
If you're not roided, but if you're like a guy who's just full blown, I need to get this out because I'm insecure about something and I'm just being a dickhead
Yeah,
about
that's
not
not
handling
bad.
the situation. That's just like a little boy crying out. You know what I mean?
Little boy.
Like, there's
Smell
toxic
that?
masculinity and there's also toxic femininity.
Smell that.
Dude, there's
There's
polar
assholes.
opposites,
There's
yeah.
assholes on every fucking side.
Look, I understand. All right, here we go. Fuck. I think women are equal to men, right? Just men do different things. Women can do different things better than men can do, and men can do different things that women can do better. You know what I mean? With certain
Absolutely.
things. Like, I'll give you a perfect example, right? There are jobs that require like physical activity, bullshit jobs, just in general, like just a broad idea of like construction, working, laborers, this and that, building structures and shit like that. Like, yeah, a woman can do it, and I work in a job where it's predominantly men and women are there, and I think that's fantastic. But like, it's also etched into our society, like, you can raise a child better than us because we have to have this kind of strength towards us, and like we just have to provide in a sense, you know what I mean? But like, why would you want to do that anyway? Guys don't want to fucking do that shit.
You
9 out of 10
like sewer
times.
jobs.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, when
You wanna- do you really
you want
wanna
to smell like shit in the fucking sewer with me?
be a
No,
trash
you don't.
man or something?
Don't
No.
yell so much.
No.
Like, get your
Fuck
friend-
them.
What
Again,
do you
fuck
want to
'em.
do that? We don't even want to fucking
And-
do those
and
jobs.
biolog-
Take them, fucking take
Listen,
them. I don't give a shit.
biologically, men are again more physically stronger, where women are more intelligent than men.
Hell yeah, I think a girl could definitely have fucking.
We are
strengths
more
in a lot of
physical.
aspects.
We are more physical risk takers than females, hands down.
And females, again, are
mentally
more
mature
intelligent.
quicker than
Yes,
us.
because
Are intellectually
female, I
better
forget what the age
conversations
is, but I
than
know
us. Yeah.
males do not mature like completely mentally
Yeah.
until the age of 27. I'm pretty
Not these
Like,
women
think about
nowadays,
it.
though.
If you were raised by a man compared to raised by a woman, you would be more nurtured and probably well-rounded if you were raised by a woman than by a man. A man,
You need both.
but you do
can't-
need both.
No, you do absolutely
Yeah.
need both because if you're raised by a woman, as a man, you become soft and more empathetic and a fucking pussy. If I'm gonna fucking lay
Yeah, but
that
you
out.
have to have a little balance of both.
Balance
You know
both.
what
That's what I'm saying. Balance
Yeah.
both. That's why again, I definitely think that
My
this whole like movement of fucking we don't need men. We can
Yeah.
you do like and men like we don't need women. No, clearly everybody needs fucking everybody. Especially again, that's why we're having like a societal issue of kids growing up because they're only having one or the other parent.
Yeah, yeah.
Where both parents need to fucking step up and do their fucking.
You can't be
shit.
so manly though to the point where
No,
you
you
bottle
can't.
up everything and have a fucking.
So I
heart attack
want
with
so
your
I want to
40
say
years
something real
old,
quick to you
know?
because I know you were raised with your dad mostly afterward.
No, I was
Where?
raised by both.
By both.
Yes.
Okay, but like you lived with your dad, right?
I lived with both.
Both of them.
Yes.
Okay, but like you had both nurture. Like your dad's a real tough guy. Like your
Yes.
dad is a tough SOB, and he has good morals, but I don't think he's the very softest man. I'll tell you that. Like I ain't gonna see him crying, seeing rainbows,
Yeah, I
but
don't think I've ever
but
seen
like
a dog cry.
he's a tough dude, and you need people like that and good role models. But like that's what I come at, where it's the emotional side. You know what I mean? You
That's
need
what my mom
both.
said.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to have good morals in both. Like, even if it doesn't work out, like, that's what I'm saying. Even through divorce, you still need both. Like, the whole thing separate between how most women, like, with baby, like, there's all my baby daddy shit and this and that, and fathers can't even see their own kids. I feel like that's a lot of resentment, a lot of emotions build up, like, nowadays. I'm saying that's what's going on with today's.
You know what? I totally can relate to that. And again, my point of view, again, I'm currently going through a certain situation. And you know what? I personally, like, again, I want my daughter to have a relationship with both myself and her mother.
Right.
Again, we may not like each other. We may, like, again, have our shit.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, she needs both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me to provide, again, as the father and fill my fatherly roles.
Mm-hmm.
And then her mother to be there as her mother and guide her through womanhood. Again, people don't understand that. And people get real petty and shitty about things. And it's like, oh, let's turn it into, like, it's not up the kid anymore.
Yeah.
It
So
becomes an
it's-
egotistical
Yes,
thing between
and I think that we all need to, as a society, step back and reevaluate how we handle that situation, because we're ruining the generation that, like, we're supposed to be raising.
Yeah, our roles. It's like, it's not, I'm not telling people,
Gen X.
stay with your fucking roles and know what you do. Like, I know there's some tough fucking women out there who've done both. Have a father figure and also, like, and be their mother emotionally. But it's nowadays, like I said, with social media and everything going nowadays, I think everyone's morals and ethics are out of the fucking window now. Because I'm saying people in our generation are fucking up, and they're taking whatever they were built off of in the past generation. You're not seeing of how people treat their parents or people who grew up in that generation raise their children differently. But with how kids turned out messed up this generation, are passing that on to these
and
kids.
You know what's funny? Eventually, we're gonna have a sit down with our parents on a podcast episode and debate on generational battle.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah.
I'm not bringing my mother to this shit.
That's fine. Jake will bring his dad. I'll bring my dad.
Yeah.
And you can hop in and help us. It's
Please.
new generation versus old generation.
I'm gonna look for you for
that's
help.
sneak peek on future episode that we'll plan out. But moving on, because it seems like we've
Yeah.
way off the top.
Yeah.
Geez.
Okay. So, and also I want to talk about a little something else
Oh god, Jake.
A little song.
about the M&Ms. The M&Ms mascot. So they announced that on Monday that Maya Rudolph
Something about
from
her.
SM.
She's not fucking funny.
I don't find her funny, man. I don't think she's really that funny. Like, look, Bridesmaid was a funny film. It had its jokes, it landed, but like some of the movies she's in, I don't find her funny. SNL, it's low hanging fruit comedy.
They try too hard.
Yeah, they try way too hard, and it's like the jokes like, like kind of funny. Like I said, low hanging fruit. Don't find her funny, but she's now apparently the spokesperson for what do you call I don't even know why that's image didn't come on for M&Ms. But there was some backlash from it's like the same thing when I talk about DeMar Hamlin, how like the NFL said, oh, we never really said they can go warm up. Like they're trying to backtrack whether or not they were going to retire the spokes candy, and they said they were like, oh well, we're only putting them in. They're putting them in the Super Bowl commercial this year, so they're not technically gone.
Dude, if they fucking pull a Gillette, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Bro, they even did something weird. It's like, if you can read the article here, they said how they introduced the purple candy to be a more inclusive. Now they're adding another female candy.
That's fine.
I could care less, but like I just don't understand when people from different groups with different backgrounds white knight that
there's a way to do things and there's a way not to do things. And clearly the way that fucking advertisement companies try to do things
yes,
it's not the way to do it. Again, if things are done correctly, I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah, write it.
But overbearing messages and trying to force things and not do it where it flows with things. No.
It's exactly like saying we're championing another female role. If the way you write things or say things, you can piss off. If you just say, "Hey, we just added a new female character,"
Well, don't fucking say anything at all. Just do it.
Yeah. And I don't think you can get even. They're candies.
Speaking of that, Look, did you guys hear about the new Batgirl movie that's coming out?
No, they shelved
They got
it.
canned.
Oh, it did? Yeah.
They got shelved because it was so bad. Did you see the outfits for them?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, it's like something you would get
Yeah, but like, look,
online.
I remember the woman was the actress was being interviewed, right? And the interviewer was like, "How do you feel being the first Black American, African American female Batgirl? Like, there's never been a Batgirl. Why can't you just say, how do you feel about being the first female
Role of a movie.
role to play,
Of a movie.
to play the movie? Why does that fucking have to be?
Because that is the
Why?
current agenda that they're trying to push.
But there's
progressivism. But again,
There's never
Good,
been a
listen,
Batgirl ever.
the best,
so,
like,
There was a Batgirl series in CW.
okay, but
and
But
that
like-
was also dog shit.
It was dog shit because they gave her a wig and
I
like she
watched
was
it.
like, even if you read the comics, she really
Everybody's like rah rah rah, and then when time's come to fucking show up and watch the fucking viewers,
nobody
you
did
see
this shit
nothing.
when Catwoman, like Halle Berry was Catwoman in the earlier 2000s. I thought she was hot as fuck, and I thought it was an amazing thing.
Because
I think
how they handled, like I said
that
earlier,
movie
That's
was
exactly-
if
trash.
they're not trying to force it down your fucking throats.
She was good looking, but the acting was horrible. But
I picture still to this day Catwoman as Halle Berry.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't matter if she was white or black or fucking Asian or who gives a fuck. You know what I
It
mean?
doesn't make a
Why?
big deal out about it, and because
inclusiveness, everyone needs to be included in
well, it's
something.
also fucking rage clicks.
Right. Like, what if they did that in the early 2000s? Halle Berry would have been like, what the why does this even,
Why does it matter?
Because the society has changed.
Yeah.
So, but like, they also made edits with the candies. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but the green one always used to wear like high stiletto boot heels,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they apparently believe that she was too sexualizing, so they gave her sneakers.
Fuck.
And let me tell you people something. If you have ever been to know what the Rule 34 is, everything that and anything, if it ever happened, it's
Picture,
porn.
dude, you won't.
I will get popped real quick.
I will have to go in post and censor a lot.
Dude, I'm just saying in general, it's like anything can be sexualized nowadays. But like, why do you need to think that you need to change
That
it?
hat's looking kind of fucking,
Kind of cool. It is nice.
kind of cute.
Even better. So yeah, but they took away, like, they changed the model because they feel like they were sexualizing it, and I'm like, it's a piece of fucking candy.
Yo,
If people on the internet, people are on the internet have already made porn of it and anything. Like, I remember when Overwatch came out. Not even 2 weeks, I was like seeing like porn ads of video games of that game, and I'm like, what? That was fast.
Fast cosplay porn.
Dude, Overwatch porn was like the #1 porn on Pornhub for about 2 months.
Now Gene has a new thing to look up later.
I'm giving him ideas.
Oh, Tifa!
I'm just saying, it's like
Shit,
anything can be turned
I'm
sexual.
in a little thick thigh, little booty. You know what I'm saying?
What about
What about
that?
Cheryl?
Megan get it. Cheryl like that, dude. That's like what one is.
Yeah. Like, cause there's nothing better than I like having in a wet dream about the green M&M standing over top of me.
Nothing about those lashes and those fucking round chocolate body.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
Jake, we appreciate
So-
the topics.
Do you want me to talk about the other one, or should we go on to?
You know what?
I just want to say, just real
Go
quick,
for it, Jake.
just real quick.
I'm
Okay,
gonna keep my mouth shut. For
okay, okay,
Jake's gonna be projecting on this topic.
okay. Pope Francis.
Good guy.
You're, dude, I remember Pope Francis was like, he's been the most controversial pope out there because
Also,
like
there's also
because everything that's been going
controversial, priest too.
yeah, because everything that's going down, it's
Catholicism, you know what I'm saying?
everything is come to light, and pedophilia with the church, and
Jake was an old.
I'm trying, like, even myself, it's like I really don't need a church to go
Jake,
practice
they
law.
touch you?
No,
The priest used to grease him up.
I mean.
Here, drink this
He
wine.
pat.
Just-
Listen, he
Drink the
pat
Jesus.
me on the butt to move down the aisle, and I felt. Look.
Did he add a little finger to it too? Listen, I thought it was a deed. It's okay.
Yeah, he's not even lying. That's fucked up for it.
So Pope Francis was asked, made a remark saying he started criticizing countries with LGBTQ laws, but he did say that homosexuality is a sin.
Because he's a religious figure. What do you think it's gonna
He's a classic joke.
Yeah, he's a classy hoe. You know what I mean? This guy means business. But as the Pope, why do you make that decision on the fact that like, damn if I do, damn if I don't? So let's just talk about. Oh, my song. Here we go. You know, here's the Pope just chilling. Let's see. In an interview associated. Pratt Pope Francis criticized countries. God loves us all and we are. Okay, but then why is it a sin?
Somos todos hijos de Dios. Y Dios nos quiere como estamos y con la fuerza que luchamos cada uno por nuestra dignidad. El ser homosexual no es un delito. No es un delito. Sí, pero es pecado. Bueno, primero, distingamos pecado por delito. Pero también es pecado la falta de caridad con el prójimo. Y vos como andás.
I think he went about this right, though. He went about this right.
No,
like,
it's so contradiction.
La condena de la homosexualidad viene de lejos. Hoy día, por ejemplo, creo que los países que tienen condena legal son más de 50 condenas legales. Y de esto creo que 10 más o menos, o un poquito por ahí, tienen la pena de muerte. No la nombran directamente, pero dicen aquellos que tienen actitudes antinaturales, o sea, buscan decirlo de manera...
he's Argentinian, by the way.
I know, Jake.
Hay países que tienen esta fuerza y tendencia, o al menos culturas que tienen esa fuerte tendencia. Creo que es injusto acá la audiencia. Yo recibo grupos de personas así.
So,
I'm sorry, but how the fuck
he's
are
very
you gonna
kind.
say it's not a crime? Oh boy.
Damn. Okay, that was just someone getting shot.
Alright, let's
Rwanda. Huh. Well, let's not talk about
So,
it.
alright. So
I got you, buddy.
my thing is, how the fuck are you gonna say that it's not a crime but it's a sin? Like it's
Well, he's going by the biblical text.
how are you gonna say, okay, we are all created in God's image, but this is a sin? I think that's fucking bullshit.
I'll tell you this because I grew up like kind of religious.
I did too.
So
I disagree completely. I think that's fucking bullshit.
Well, I'm not gonna say.
Look, man, I think I mean in today's society you can do whatever you want. You can be with whoever you want. Like I won't judge.
Same here.
Shit. Yeah, it's not a problem to me. I think religious and political things should be like separate usually. You know what I mean?
That's not how things work, but yeah,
I know.
I
I think
But-
most days people are growing and like adjusting to the society.
But in a religious aspect of things written in the Bible, like through text and shit like that, like yeah, it is a sin because God doesn't favor it, right?
And who wrote the
Because
Bible?
it was written by people, it was interpreted by people, and the Pope is supposed to be second to God. He's the voice of God, so he can literally write bylaws for the Catholic religion, and it abides throughout all of Catholicism. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's fucking run by men. Dude.
I know, but
By humans.
right,
Again, I think it's fucking bullshit.
yeah.
Fuck that. Again.
Do I think it's a sin? Like, am I still religious in a sense? Kind of, but no, I don't think it's a sin. Do I think it's criminal? No, absolutely not. We live in 2023. Do I agree with the Pope? No, I'm not even fucking Catholic, but I can understand where he's coming from on a religious aspect of things, but do I agree with it? No.
Just fucking like that irritates me.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy in the church.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree
Again,
with you.
You should have your own relationship with your own higher power,
Mm-hmm.
whether you believe in God, Allah, or any other religion.
I'm sorry.
What you believe in. At the end of the day, we're all gonna find out when we die what happens. I mean, who knows? We
I
can
think
get
it's-
recycled. We can be reincarnated.
I
There's
think
evidence of that.
Me personally, dude, like I think religion is a good way to like kind of keep you structured and like how to be a good person.
Yes.
I think it's more of a cultural thing to me personally.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but honestly, like you remember how it was when you were born? No. I think it's kind of like one day we take our last breaths and like that's probably it. And
That's it. We don't know.
There's no reason to worry whether there is or there isn't, because if there is, you'll find out, and if there isn't, dude, we're just such a little small blimp in fucking everything that no one's gonna remember us in 100 years. No one's gonna remember us 25 years after we pass, dude.
I think
Once
that's
you
the
guys
problem.
are gone,
That's the
I'm
problem with
gone.
people. People want to be remembered. Why don't you just be remembered in the moment? Now.
Yeah.
That's what people need to worry
Life
about.
is too short, man. And then thousands of years into the future, shit's gonna still be going. You know?
Right.
And we're gonna be
Gone, forgotten.
fucking.
Yeah, at the end of the day, no matter what happens, as long as you're a good person
Yeah.
and do the right thing, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter who
Right.
you have sex with.
Like-
What do we get out of exactly?
What do I get out of being angry because this dude likes getting
No.
pegged by his boyfriend?
How many years do we have?
Jake, you sound like that was a personal thing.
Yeah.
It was very detailed.
How many years do we really have on this earth, dude? You might have
Statistically, until 77.
Right. You might have 77 years. Jake might have
50.
fucking 47 years. I might have fucking 34 years. Who the fuck knows? Is it worth me, at 28 to, like, let's say I live till 34, for another 6 years of my life to be fucking
Angry?
Yeah. Who fucking cares?
Again,
Yeah.
my biggest thing is as long as you're a good person and do what you need to do and do
Yeah.
things right.
Look,
But again,
that's the same
the
thing.
right thing is different because everybody has different perspectives on what's right. But as
Yeah.
long as you're nice to your neighbor, again, Christianity and Catholicism do have a good base structure on how to be a good person.
That's the
It's
whole
just once
point.
you get in between the lines, it gets real fucking shitty.
Yeah, it gets murky. Water gets murky.
Because it's interpreted by different people.
Yes,
That's how
but
it
again,
is, yeah.
at the end of the day, as long as you're a good person, if there is an afterlife
Mhm.
or whether there's not, but again, at the end of the day, as long as you're a good person,
It blurs
you
into
can
the
take care.
lines because you can have a Bible beater, all right, or you can have a Christian like me. You know what I mean?
Or like the evangelical fucking TV
Yeah.
people,
Oh my
those
God,
pieces
those-
of fucking shit.
Yeah.
I hate
those
guys.
people are fucking.
Exactly. If somebody asks me what I am, I'm gonna say I'm Christian. But if they sit there and talk to me and try to have a discussion, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you better," like,
Yeah.
no, I don't care.
I like personally
Whatever
me
fucking
like
Life short.
I like when I was younger I didn't really think like in general like
You still
homosexuality.
believe in
No. In general, I didn't think. Fuck you. I think homosexuality was wrong, but like when I got older, I was young. You know what I mean? The whole religion stuff. But like as you grow up, it's like who the fuck cares? It's like when you start to realize when you like as a kid, and you grow up and you're like, I'm just a fucking ant on a rock.
It's on my dad.
I'm an
I'm gay.
Yeah, I'm an ant. I'm an ant on a giant fucking rock in the middle of galaxies mile away. What do I care if Jorge wants to change to Josefina and then want to date a woman? I don't care. It's none of my business. The only thing is I don't give a shit. No. I'm just saying. I personally, in my thing, and when it comes to religion, I think it's a sin. But I'm not going to dictate how it is. I agree with you. Like that's probably the only thing I can honestly agree with him on that.
That's one thing we're-
Okay, quick
we're
joke.
not gonna get.
Why are altar boys' hairs parted?
Why, Jake?
Just my son.
Oh no!
All right, that's a wrap up on my end. So, gentlemen, who wants to go first next on your topic?
I will change it to something a little more lighthearted.
Yeah, Jesus, dude.
So this week I'd like to talk about the just gaming moments, like impactful gaming moments. I recently just had one the other night. My buddy Tyler, shout out, Crush the Turtle.
Oh, fuck that, dude. I'm kidding.
So he was like, "Yo, man, come play Sea of Thieves with me. Have you guys ever played Sea of Thieves?"
I have. Good game.
I'm still kind of iffy on it. I'm not having too much of a great time, but I did have an impactful moment. So I was like, you know what, I'll keep playing.
It's a lot more fun when you play with friends in the
It's not
game.
even just that, but like the community's good. Again,
Yeah.
So the moment that we had was we hopped on because again with Xbox, I didn't know this. I just got back into playing video games again. There's now a community tab where you can form parties with a bunch of other people that are just looking to play with other people, which I think is really cool. He was like, "Yo, listen, I'm just gonna find a random group, and me and you and 2 other people will hop on, and we'll just sail the 7 seas." I was like, "All right, cool." Met 2 guys, hopped in. It was my first 2 hours of playing. I told straight up, I was like, "Listen, guys, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm gonna ask stupid questions. Just work with me." I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude, I have like 100+ hours. I'm level 75, max everything." I was like, "All right, cool. Like as long as you guys are cool with me, like not knowing what the fuck to do." They were really cool about it. So we were going along, sailing around, and then we found another boat. Apparently in Sea of Thieves, you can form alliances.
Yeah,
So
they
we
added
ended
that.
up like the like high level guy hopped off the boat and went over to the other boat to like negotiate terms.
Yeah.
So we didn't destroy them because again we had a really nice boat. So they ended up like we're good, and they were like, all right, well, you guys do this, we'll go do this, we'll meet back up, and then we ended up running into another ship. Did the same thing, we all came together, formed another alliance, and there's a community event going on. I don't know too much in detail, but I know something called Glitterbeard.
That sounds
Glitterbeard.
cool, dude.
The way to achieve it, I thought we had to fight somebody when we first did it, but apparently all you have to do is get 8 people together and play musical instruments around this tree the whole entire time the song is playing at a specific time, and you have to do it within 30 seconds of the sun setting. So there's a lot of coordination, especially with playing with people online, because you got the trolls that you run into, people that don't cooperate. Somehow, some way, we got all 3 groups to coordinate, get the right instrument set up, and it was a beautiful fucking moment where
That's cool.
Everybody worked together, and it was a nice song. And dude, after the song completed, everybody was really excited, cheering, like, oh my god, I can't believe this happened. It was a nice, wholesome gaming moment.
Nice.
And again,
Not the toxic shit that you play in COD, right?
yeah, but again, you can run it, you can have great fucking, that's how I met Tyler.
Yeah.
AKA
Tyler's a cool guy.
Crush
Yeah,
Turtle.
we still game sometimes.
Yeah, but that's how I met him, was through Call of Duty Nazi Zombies,
Yeah.
where we came together and we're trying to complete Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So every game has its moments, and that's kind of what I want to ask you guys. What are your fondest memories? Is a community event that you were able to coordinate with people, or just something fun that you can look back and yo, I remember
I already
doing
know
this. Dean, go ahead. I already know it.
I used to love the Assassin's Creed franchise, right? Just in general, it was amazing. They had Altair, in the beginning, and then they had Ezio Auditore. So I remember playing the first, second, and third game, and it just you progressively as you're playing Assassin's Creed games. I don't know if I'm sure people have played it. Take hours to complete. Side quests, main story. Trying to plan a game if you can. It's it's insane.
There's a lot to do in the game where you can get
right.
sidetracked.
You come in and out, you actually play as a character, and then there's the animus, and then you come out and you're actually the person, and you go through all these artifacts and stuff, and it's a person that you're playing. This is somewhat related, or they're an assassin, right? And then you see this character from his youth. And you play along, and you're like, oh, cool. And then the story ends. And then you see in another adventure, second game, you play all that, you put, 50, 60 hours per game. And then you play the third game, and you see he's an old man, and then, it's over. And that's it. And then you're like, fuck. And, that always, affected me in a sense, that. And then,
I would say community-wise, we were kind of talking about community, but game
that's-
moment.
that's-
Okay, that's awesome.
that's an impactful thing on me, you
Okay,
know?
cool.
And then community-wise, just bullshitting as kids, dude.
Those MW2 lobbies.
Just
so,
fuck, but just
Dude, they were awesome. I love it.
bitch.
I learned my fucking half of my vocabulary through them servers.
just playing with friends, dude. You know what I mean? It's you can still play with friends today, but there's nothing like finishing remember finishing school and then just on the weekend just gaming for 4 hours, smoking a blunt with your friends and just zonked out or something. I always miss that, man. Gaming's fun. Gaming's fun.
Especially again, hopefully I can get you on some MMO games and have you experience that moment. Because again, the thing that I did, apparently one of the people were saying that only 0.43% of players were able to accomplish that because it's a community event.
Yeah.
Not everybody works together. And then what was cool was after that, we actually all posed for a picture.
Yeah.
So post-production, make sure you pull up that picture. Shout out to all the players that worked together to get there. But Jake.
Oh, my favorite, one of my favorite gaming histories, it's definitely, I'm gonna play it might as well, because this is one of my favorite moments, and it's the end of the game. So I'm a big Halo guy. I loved Halo. I spent hours on Halo 2 playing the games. With me and my friends would make our own servers and different games on Halo 3, and then Forge mode, and then I remember when they took it out in Halo 5, it made zero fucking sense.
Did they bring it back?
Yeah, they did bring it back. And Infinite's been pretty weak, but in general, it's still a Halo game. It feels like a Halo game, plays like a Halo game. feelings are different. The story was just so well. Like one of my favorite games is hands down. I thought it was gonna suck because after Halo 3 was done, I was like, where do we go from now? Like, and then they came out with Halo Reach, and the character development was so inclusive. It was, you know, the team. Like, if anyone's played the game, no spoilers. People die, and like you started to feel a bond with
I
these
think it's
characters.
been long enough for a spoiler.
All right, fair enough. But it was that moment where you're at the end of the mission. You are actually saving Master Chief. You're helping Master Chief get off because he's in the frozen capsule, and that is where Halo 1 takes place after Reach because they're escaping the aliens, and you get to live that exact moment where you're fighting against nothing but like aliens, and when you finally die, this moment, like, I don't know, man, this hit me so hard. It sent chills. Like, this is after when your health goes low. This cutscene comes on, and you're fighting just random elites. Just that moment, like, you're already. It's a last stand. It says survive. The end of the mission says survive. Yeah. Tough. Like that, when games reach that point, like you feel like a deep connection. Like, wow, that was like the story, the gameplay. It's just, and then this is the Reach after.
It didn't take long for Reach to fall. Our enemy was ruthless, efficient. They weren't nearly fast enough.
Follow that dude.
That's his username still carried over to Xbox One.
Unlocked secrets, shattered our enemies.
So what I'm getting at is, like, this was like a real moment where I was like, wow, this game really set the course of good storytelling, and I enjoyed it. But the other, like I was gonna say earlier, like I mentioned, the bad part of gaming, like, I love good moments where, like I said, friends getting online. The worst moment, and there are some games that are just so toxic, like Call of Duty, you know, kids on Fortnite. And for us PC Master Race boys, League of Legends.
Dean, you're a peasant.
Fuck you guys.
Fucking peasant. I literally I came home, I was hanging with a friend, I was like, you know what, I'm going to play a quick game before I hop off. I played with this guy, and I made a sly comment. Like I said, I was like, dude, you suck. I told him to shut the fuck up because he was texting in the chat. This dude came into my party. I'm like in lobby because I backed out. He added me as a friend. I'm like, oh God, here we go. Clicked it. And he's like talking, saying I'm on welfare. You get no bitches. Yeah, he's like, you're stupid, no IQ, you're dumb. I was like,
But is he wrong though?
I mean, he's wrong about maybe no bitches. I'll admit that, but I am not on welfare. But it's like this dude, like, just constantly like berate me, and like, you guys, if you saw the video, I filmed like maybe 15 seconds. It's just like, I'm sitting there like, dude, who hurt you? Like, why are you this mad?
People get fucking.
And like, dude, he was like, you're this ranked and blah blah blah, you suck. And I'm like, bro, you're 2 ranks up above me. Like, it's a game. Relax. I'm like, it's different. It's different. I was like, it's different when you shoot someone a Call of Duty match and like, or like that. It's over. You get your banner. It's done. It's over.
There's
You
nothing
switch.
as toxic as that proximity chat on fucking.
You have not touched League of
Warzone.
Legends. You have not touched League of Legends.
You don't
Like,
understand.
where you at, bitch? Where you at? Come out right now. Come out. They'll be like,
Yeah,
alright,
there's
pop
shit
shit,
talking
pop
about-
out.
Oh, listen.
League
If
of
you ever
Legends.
get into League of Legends,
League of Legends is a
People break
MOBA.
you.
It's a MOBA. So what baby
I
is
know,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, especially it is a team a collective game, and let me tell you something. I've wasted my life on that game. I can't get the time back from games that we've lost when we shouldn't have lost. Like, someone backdoored and came in and took down the Nexus, like, out of nowhere. And then there's games where I'm like, we completely sucked, but somehow nobody wants to surrender.
Yeah, no, I
just
seen your
forfeit.
Snapchat of all the defeats that you had, and you were just so
Oh
upset.
yeah, you snapped me the other day, and he was like, "What did you say?"
I was like, let's play a relaxing game of League of Legends.
Yeah,
They
we're
say.
having a great time. Not.
I was like, I'm not having a great time, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of my games have gone over 30 minutes and still end up losing, or games where I just wanted to quit and nobody's like, no, we can still do it. It's over. The game's over. Like
There's nothing like Battleground of the Gods. Fucking say it, dude.
Battlegrounds. God.
Yeah, what the fuck is the game? Smite. Nothing
Smite.
like Smite.
Smite.
You ever played Conquest on Smite, dude?
No,
The fucking toxicity
It's
is
insane.
unbelievable, dude. That's fucked because you can play 1.5 hour games.
And it's hard. To pull good moments.
But I
like you
love
said.
Smite. I really love Smite. That's technically a MOBA.
It's
That's one of
so
the games.
hard. It's so hard to find good gaming moments like that where you're getting back at somebody with some
I'm
friends.
gonna re-download Smite.
Or-
We should all play that shit.
I'm down.
I'm down to playing around. If it's anything like League or Dota, I mean, I'm down.
So one big gaming moment that was kind of funny, also toxic, but also wholesome. It was a mix of everything.
Yeah.
You guys know World of Warcraft.
Yes, I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
World of Warcraft had an incident, and it was called the Corrupted Blood incident. So essentially, what happened is during a boss battle at the end of the raid,
I can name the exact boss.
player characters would become infected with a debuff that was transmitted between characters in close proximity. While the intended effect of the debuff was in the boss region, programming oversight led to an in-game pandemic throughout the world of Warcraft.
So, like, the city of Ironforge and Ogremeyer.
So what people did, there was one faction that wanted to spread the virus. And there was another faction that tried to protect the new people because new people were getting hit with it,
Yeah.
and the debuff would kill you.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to get into any towns or anything without contracting this disease.
And a lot of movement goes into the cities. Like, there's a city called Ironforge, Stormwind.
It was killing everybody.
So, the one thing about the
But
blood.
it was a mix of both. Like some people were toxic with it.
Oh, dude, it was so funny.
Some people were like,
So-
"Oh, let's help the noob."
No, but that's
awesome, dude.
it's almost next to impossible to get back to your home. Like, normally it's people of your own fraction would screw you over, because what the effect is you take 3,000 damage every 60 seconds. So there was a part of the game you have to call a Hearthstone. Your Hearthstone would take you back to your city, and the cast time takes 30 seconds. So if I got the disease and I ran away from the battle and I harfed the hell out, I go back to my innkeeper where you choose your destination. You run all the way to, like, most people gather around, everyone's just hanging out, like, trading or just waiting by their computer. And the second you die or it takes damage, it spreads. So imagine all these level 7 or level 430, I gotta run into town, turn in this quest, or you're doing these quests and shit. There's a disease and NPCs are dying and people are dying left, and you have to res and get out of the city, but how can you? Because everyone else, it had like a really far range of like infecting.
Do you remember World of Warcraft when you had to buy like the actual physical game and it was like
I had it 4 discs.
4 discs and you're like, fuck.
Dude,
and
those
it took
down.
hours.
Did you ever play?
I did when I was in like middle school.
I did too.
Hours.
I love that game.
A couple years ago, Jake got me back in through like a private server that XP was like times 32. Dude, it was a fun time.
We were having great. I think one of the great moments in World of Warcraft was when it was like a group of my friends and we decided to it was like mostly all mutual friends and we finally did a boss battle. And I think we were doing the Lich King, and we lost countless hours. Dude, I woke up, it was like 5 a.m. in the morning, and I had to be at work at 8. And somehow we were all still awake because we were like one more take. We had to get all our buffs up, everything. Dude, I've never been so excited. We're like everyone in like the group chat and in the voice chat was just going nuts. It was insane. It was just like, because we finally did it Because it was a good moment. It was a moment where we got to kill the fucking Lich King, and we were actually really like pumped about it. And my coworker asked me, he's like, "Look like you're up all night gaming." I was like, hey, "It was the best fucking moment of my life. It was awesome."
Again, that's like, again, people that don't play video games aren't gonna ever understand those moments. Like you can give them like examples, or like also give them something that's similar to it. But you can't get that without like experiencing it. So again, that was pretty much my topic. I kind of want to just go over like just great gaming moments. And again, if you're ever thinking about getting into video games,
don't do it.
It's a lot. It's time consuming. I got out, but I put myself back in. But again, especially just play with friends, and find a good community, like a game with a good community, because people are willing to. Yes, there are toxic assholes out there, but there are some genuine people that will help you and show you the way. Because again, building community is important.
I'm a toxic player.
You're toxic as fucking Rocket League.
You're their mom's boyfriend.
I am, yeah.
But that's it for me, team. I know you had to speak.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Speak, boy.
All right, we're trying something new. We're gonna do like a recommendation of a band that I'm interested in, something new that they're coming out with, whether it's an album or something, or just a single or something like that, and trying to get these guys into some of the music as well that I'm interested in, and just getting their opinions and thoughts and ideas. Now, they don't know this band, and I'm coming into it today, but I'm assuming maybe like next episode we'll have like a couple minutes where we talk about it, and they actually listen to the music and come back and discuss it. All right, so I'm going to talk about one of my favorite bands.
Creed.
Yeah. Fucking Creed. No, I'm kidding. Circle Waves. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them.
Circle Waves.
They are an English indie band, Circle Waves. They first met while attending the 2013 Liverpool Sound City Music Festival. They got a big early boost from the BBC radio DJ Zane Lowe, who played the demo of their song Young Chasers, which is a really, really good song too, by the way. Twice on the show before Circle Waves had even played a gig, which is unbelievable. They came out with a great song, Lemonade 2020, which was their single release, and now they're becoming a little more popular. Not that they weren't popular before, but just recently, this past month, they actually came out with a new record,
Yeah.
It's called Never Going Under. So they have 11 songs on this. Yeah, no, it's not.
So
They're
what are they,
Can I
alternative?
give like a little quick peek into it, or is it gonna get fucking flagged?
Yeah.
Alright, so they have like some pretty good songs on here. And again, it came out January 13th, actually, excuse me. And it was really good. And I listened to the whole album and I pre-saved it, and I'm ordering vinyl. And I want to get you guys a little more into music, week by week, just in general.
What type of music is this again?
They're indie. They're an English indie band. So it's good for everybody. You all, can enjoy it. It's pretty popular. Like music, it's soft, but it has hard moments, and it has
What
really
would you
good.
compare the band to? Like,
Circle Waves?
Yeah, like similarities.
Let me tell you.
Like when
It's
I think of a date, I remember I think of like
No,
Beartooth,
okay.
I Prevail, like that's what I mean.
Well, they're definitely not that style of music. I'd probably say like Foster the People, like that kind of music.
Okay.
So like Shoot Up the School kind of
The Neighborhood.
MGMT.
Maybe, yeah, like The Neighborhood, like
Okay.
another band like that kind of, yeah. So, alright, so Circle Waves. Let's talk about what songs that they have on their new album. The album's called Never Going Under. The first song is Never Going Under. Do You Want to Talk is one of my favorite songs. How on Earth, which is really good. Your Ghost is a good song if you're feeling a little emotional. Carry You Home, Northern Town, Electric City, Want It All Today, Golden Days, Hold On, and Living in the Gray. The songs that I want you guys to listen to. Do You Want to Talk? It's a very catchy song. It's about a guy who is just comparing himself and what's going on, like generally, he's
Like a
saying
life.
yeah, like nobody's really happy, and then he's kind of bringing it into a relationship, how people are, just kind of going day by day, and they think they're a certain way, but they're not. Your Ghost is another song that I want you guys to hear. It's about him again, I guess, or just in a general broad spectrum of things with somebody who's lonely, who's probably not in a relationship with this person anymore, or who knows what could have happened, and he just it's a song talking about how he just wants to remember them, which is great. And Carry You Home is just like a nice little sappy little love song. Those are 3 songs that I want you guys to listen to, check out. And then,
Does
come
it-
back to me like next week or.
So what I'm saying is, how they do? Are they going on tour?
They are on tour right now, but they're on tour in England. So I don't think they've come to America from what I've known because they're not that popular here. But I would definitely check them out. But I know they're becoming bigger here, so you probably catch them at like an indie festival or something like that locally.
Cool. I mean, it works. I mean, that sounds like a lot better than most artists who come from other countries.
This is the other side of me, guys. So it's not all that rocker shit. It's like,
No,
it's like
there's nothing wrong with indie.
You got some diversity.
Yeah, you'll get some catchy rhythms, some catchy choruses, like nice lyrics, you know, that you can definitely relate to, like relatable. Whether it's love, just the bullshit day to day that you're dealing with, and then just something stupid and sad.
I don't know, man. I'll give it a shot, but like my ass is stuck in the fucking scene. You know what I mean? Like Since the Fall, Day to Remember, My Chemical Romance. Like, you know, every time I see it, like I was like, God damn it, this album slaps more and more every time I fucking play it. You know what I mean?
I definitely like a lot of the older stuff, man. Like certain things are just gonna always be my.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like when I said if I could, indie music's good. Like indie rappers too. Myself, like one of my favorite like underground rappers is like I love like Atmosphere, and like people don't really know who he is.
He's like a skater rapper.
And like, you know, old school MC styles. Like I love MF Doom. I think MF is so like no one really knows about it. Like, I'm not saying I like Lupe Fiasco. I don't think any of his music's fucking good. But it's always good to have good range, like, a different style of indie music. Like, compared to, like, MGMT and, like, Foster the People. Like, what do you think? Because I know their sounds. Like, what sound...
I want to compare them to another band. I want to see...
Song similarities.
Like, yeah, like, they do kind of have a Foster the People style. But they're a little different. They kind of relate to like the Wallows. I don't know if you guys ever heard of them. Maybe a little bit on like the Strokes, on like their rock kind of thing on their last album. But let me see.
Something tells me about your outfit just gives off big Weezer vibes.
Maybe, yeah. The next.
Yeah.
Maybe the next.
You're the front man. You're the front man. He's the bass player.
No,
You are the bass player. We all know you, Dean.
No,
You were the bass player.
Dean's one of the Black Parade. Let's be serious. His inner emo is showing.
When I was a young boy.
And we're gonna stop the copyright.
We're gonna stop. Stop. We're gonna get
We're
sued.
gonna get hit with copyright. Don't worry.
Sue me in the ass.
So now we're gonna Jake topic.
What?
Oh,
No, but that's the way.
What do you think, CJ? Let's hear a little bit about
Like your indie.
your input on this kind of style of music, or if you like them.
I mean,
do you
so,
like any of the other
again, I don't
artists
really-
you talked about?
I'm willing, like again, I listen to
Cage the Elephant song.
I'm interested in all music besides country. Country I just can't get into. I'm not that cousin fucking shit.
Wow, dude.
Dude, yeah. Well. Listen. Let me tell you something. There's real country, like classic countries
Like,
exist.
country,
This
yes.
country is bullshit.
Yeah,
But again,
I like country.
like I'm gonna definitely like take your recommendation and start like listening to something. Shit. I'm gonna come up with a playlist. And, I probably will come up with a playlist and post it like as a link of.
I want to do what you do to me, dude. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get me to watch like musical porn.
No, fuck you. No,
What
CJ's getting me into like more of like the Japanese culture, like the anime. Like he showed me Blue Lock, which was really fucking good actually. I was like, he came over one day and we watched one episode, and I'm like, all right, let's watch another one. And then watch the third episode.
Dude, you know how many episodes we got through that? We
Yeah.
got through 5.
And then he's like, I'll watch one more and then I gotta go. And then like we got through episode 3 and I was like, and then he's like, all right, I gotta go. But it was really good. Yeah, just general on anime. Like I'm gonna give it a shot just because of this guy. Well, I don't want to talk about that porn.
I'll definitely give your music taste an option because like that's what I'm saying. I got a lot of
I
range.
think we all need to widen our horizons on
Yeah.
different things. And again, music I definitely need to widen my horizons because again, I have the same shit that I listen to all the time.
Yeah.
And again, trying to change it up. Like again, if I listen to radio, I got in the Philadelphia area, 104.5.
It's the same shit.
You
Dude.
should stop me when I go to the
It's
DJ.
the same 5 bands. It's the same 3 popular songs.
That's how my playlists are. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a like 3 different playlists that I go to. I have my like harder like metalcore
Yeah.
music and like that genre, like the mom it's not a phase music.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
A friend of mine actually said, Dean, you're 28, but you're still like emo as fuck. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
And then I have like my like hood rap playlist where
Yeah.
I listened to in high school. So me and my boy Chad came up with a whole playlist. So I got like Waka Flocka, old
Hell
classic
yeah.
Lil Wayne, got some Gucci in there, you know.
Gucci!
that playlist. And then I have my J-pop anime opening playlist that I play a little bit too frequently. I mean, as
Like you walked in and we're like, this
walked
dude's
in.
listening to anime music. I'm like,
I
fuck
was
yeah.
like, yeah, what the fuck is this? Is this Paradise?
I was like, he's
And then
listening
I
to
was
Blue,
like,
he was listening to Black Clover, and I'm like, dude, fuck yeah, all
What
right.
did I say? I'm like, yo, is this fucking Paramore? And then I listened, and I'm like, is this Japanese? I was like,
Dude, J-pop slaps, and some of those songs are really fucking good.
Yeah.
Okay. But again, widening my horizons, and I do appreciate you like giving me recommendations. So just make sure you send
Yeah,
me
man.
text.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
that's
just- you're getting me into some stuff. I want to get you into some stuff.
And you just the butt stuff.
listen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, keep me away from the DJ set because stop him. He's gonna play fucking Levels by Avicii again. Dude, yeah.
We don't give Jake the aux.
Ah, dude, I did it one time. You know what's funny? I gave the aux one time, and I was playing like, "Don't go chasing waterfalls." It was like on my playlist, and you're like, "Yeah, we're not doing this." And I was just like, "But you're driving." It's like we're not fucking doing it. Dude, yeah. I mean, listen, like I said, like I listen to the same hardcore shit like Tiesta, and like I won't branch out to like other artists because I love the shit that I do. But I will listen to what you have to say.
Thanks, dude.
All right, any closing points of this episode, boys?
So overall, again, Jake, you had some decent topics, some hot takes, which was good. And I guess Top G over here wants to free his boy Andrew Tate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, boy.
Okay, Mr. Squid Games.
Dude, actually, I totally forgot. This actually lights up. Hang on. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It couldn't have gotten any gayer speaking. One of your other topics, the Pope would not approve.
Oh.
And again, definitely if you're not into a gaming community, at least try to get into one. Like talk to a friend, see what they like, give it a shot. It's always good to try something new. And then Dean, again, speaking on trying things that are new, definitely gonna check out that indie English band.
Yeah, English band. They're really good, man.
All right, cool.
Maybe it's next week.
Yeah.
Well, this will be it for the episode today. Thank you for tuning in, watching with us tonight. See you guys next week.
And don't forget, Valentine's Day is coming up, and we are taking Dean's mom out to dinner.
Yes.
Fucking what the fuck?
Hibachi. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out Not Your Average Idiots podcast.
Hope you guys liked the episode.
Like, follow, and subscribe on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Yo Mama's House, biatch.
We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.
Please don't you guys.